Even though it is possible to install OuterImpact components yourself, we do recommend using a certified gunsmith. Hi there. Today we are going to cover the installation of the OuterImpact modular red dot adapter on the CZ Shadow 2. This adapter is not compatible with any other weapon. To complete this install, we will need the OuterImpact modular red dot adapter, the OuterImpact provided dovetail, and the OuterImpact provided screws. You might need the sight removal tool of your choice, and possibly a metal punch, a T10 Torx bit is required, have a torque driver set to 25 inch-pounds ready, and we also suggest using blue Loctite on the screws. You may not need to remove the slide, as the rear factory sight can be removed and the OuterImpact dovetail simply installed. But for the video, we are showing the slide removal steps. We start by removing the magazine. Go ahead and lock the slide to the rear, checking the chamber to make sure it is clear. Line up the cuts on the slide and press the slide lock pin through the frame of the weapon. Place the slide lock pin to the side for now. We can remove the slide from the frame, as the frame is not necessary for the installation. For these installation videos, I like to remove the recoil spring and barrel, but it is not always necessary. So I will remove the spring, next the barrel bushing, notice there is a small component holding the spring that can fall away. Be sure not to lose it. Lastly, remove the barrel. The first step is to use your sight removal tool to push the factory sight out of the slide. It will likely be a snug fit, so take some care. For the sake of time, I have already removed the sight on this firearm. The dovetail needs to be installed with the pins to the front of the slide. The dovetail could be tight, but not impossible to push in by hand. If it is too tight, you may use a mallet to tap it lightly. If the dovetail is requiring too much force, you can sand down the dovetail for a better fit, and we have a detailed video how to perform this modification online. Take the same care installing this dovetail as you did when removing the factory sight. Now that we have the dovetail in place, we will press the OuterImpact red dot adapter onto it, with the logo toward the rear. Once we have the adapter pressed in place, we can put in the OuterImpact provided screws. After using a drop of blue Loctite, we are going finger tight initially, then torquing to 25 inch-pounds. This will pull the adapter down to the dovetail and the dovetail up against the cut in the slide, securing the OuterImpact red dot mount. Now we will be able to complete reassembling the slide. Start by putting the barrel back in place. Next, the small component for the recoil spring. The barrel bushing will need to be pressed in and turned to line up with the component. Now the recoil spring. You may need to wiggle the spring component and the barrel bushing so they align properly, and let the spring rod secure the barrel. We can now put the slide back on the frame. Insert the slide lock pin and line up the cuts on the slide and frame. Press the pin in fully and lock the slide to the rear. Release the slide lock. And insert the magazine. This one is a straightforward adapter installation, but multiple components and snug fit of the dovetail could make it more difficult. Well, that was a good job. This mount sits very well on this wonderful shooting weapon. Now pick up an optic, throw it on, and head out to the range. Feel free to email us at support@OuterImpact.com with any questions. Have a great day.